Ruby Ridge never happened over paperwork.
Right.
Right? Like they never shot a woman holding a baby over paperwork.
Because an FBI agent convinced a dude living out in the woods by himself to cut a shotgun 1 inch shorter than it was supposed to be.
A Vietnam Green Beret vet who was already living off the grid and didn't give a fuck what the government thought because he had seen what the government was and was like, ugh, I don't want this. And then someone was like, hey, will you cut 2 inches off the shotgun?
Is
He was
that
like,
really
"I don't
how
give a
that
fuck."
started?
Yes.
I don't know much.
Yeah.
about it.
Yes.
Yeah, he moved his family off grids, and the government was like, I don't like this Vietnam vet Green Beret who's off grid, and fucking set him up. An FBI agent came to him and got him. He cut the barrel down.
Yeah, like the FBI agent asked him to gunsmith, make a sawed-off shotgun
Yeah.
for him, and he's like, "Yeah, sure." He
And
cut
then
the barrel fucking 2 inches shorter than was legally allowed on a shotgun, which
Yeah.
is a stupid law, anyways.
Yeah.
And then they set up to raid his house, and they were like, "Oh, it's a Green Beret," so they were all fucking, they were going full Rambo mode. And it was like his 13-year-old son. His teenage son was out
shot and killed the dog.
hunting with like a 22 or something. They didn't shoot and kill the dog. They shot and killed his fucking son,
Well,
I
no,
believe.
they shot the dog, and then the son was like, "What the fuck?"
shot
and
back.
shot into
Yeah.
the woods, and they just shot and killed his son.
And
But
then
imagine walking around on your property,
Yeah.
and your dog just fucking
two
explodes
bushes
beside
clapped
you,
your
and you're like,
fucking
"What the
dog."
fuck?" Because they didn't send him any notification. They didn't tell him that he was indicted. They didn't tell him he was investigated. They didn't knock on his door. They were hiding in his woodline in ghillie suits and killed his son. A fucking Green Beret from Vietnam hears gunfire in the woods and discovers the body of his dead child.
Yeah.
And his next gut reaction is to stand outside with a rifle and tell them to stop, to tell them to leave.
Yeah.
They pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed on him until he returned fire and ultimately won in a civil case. And the crazy thing with that is the ATF was able to or was it the FBI was able to be like, the ATF did that?
Yeah.
It was like one way or another. But do you know the whole thing with, there was like a civilian passerby that saw Ruby Ridge, and that guy would go on to there's like a whole chain of events that ends with the Oklahoma City bombing. And it all comes from Ruby Ridge. It was like one person, like a guy saw that, and then he started like the Waco shit. It's something like that. And then like a
Ted
guy saw the
Kaczynski
Waco
drove
thing.
by Ruby Ridge.
There's something like that. Alex Shea, one of the GOA reps, knows the actual like thread there. But it's like Ruby Ridge is the cause of like Waco, and that's the cause of like the Oklahoma City bombing or something. There's like a single red thread that connects all three.
Maybe. I'm not going to believe you on that one, but I believe what you said about Ruby Ridge.
I'll look it up. I'll
That's
bring it back.
crazy.
Isn't there a
I
thought
had
that
to look into
Timothy
this
McVeigh
video.
was like
I'm sure there's thousands of videos.
Timothy, there was a second person with Timothy McVeigh.
because like he was
No,
just
that's the
like
shooter on the knoll.
No. There was a second person detained.
Wasn't
because he didn't really know anything about all the stuff that they
He didn't know
accused him
dick.
of doing. Yeah,
They were just better at doing their job back then because they were just better because we like made things better and we cared about doing our jobs better. It's the same setup as when they were trying to kidnap Governor Whitmer.
the Michigan.
yeah.
Mhm. Where they like do this raid and it comes out that like the 5 guys or whatever that are indicted, and then there's like 15 FBI informants and then like 3 actual FBI agents, and like the FBI agents provided the plan, the vehicles, the fake explosives, the radio, like
You got 2 dudes to go along with your plan.
You literally
Like,
you literally got 5 guys that like came to a meeting and they were like, I'm pretty disgruntled about the governor, and they were like, you guys want to do what? Well, I mean, fucking
I
all
guess
right.
you're my boys. I guess
yeah,
we'll roll.
like,
You guys have
why?
always been nice to me, I guess.
I'm pretty sure that those
Them
dudes.
boys has always been good to me.
Yeah, but I think they ended up getting off because it was like the clearest cut case of entrapment. Like they didn't
Entrapment, yeah.
provide anything to the. If they had at least provided the plan, but
Right.
like they didn't even